It's been an absolute pleasure talking for you, anonymous idiots. But we would love to hear more from you, and we don't. We know there's at least 60 of you, or 45, sometimes 20, listening to us. So we would love to hear more from you. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/yes.fitass. If you want to email us and tell us what idiots we are, or if the mistakes we've made, email us at yes.fitass@gmail.com. And if you want to catch up on all the podcasts you've missed and all the ridiculous, sometimes sad guests we've had, check us out at fit-as.podomatic.com. Because really, what else are you doing? I guarantee you're not doing anything. Why wouldn't you just email us? I mean, like, seriously. I'm kind of you know what? I'm starting to get pissed. I want to. No, you don't. No, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. I want to. Why aren't they emailing me?
I'm gonna do this.
What? No.
So I bought this, tried it. It gave me a rash,
Yeah.
so I canceled it.
But you can't get your $20 back.
No.
How old were you?
I was like 18, 19.
One, two, three. Oh man, I think we found the one drink that you make better than I do.
Yeah.
The honey gin martini.
Let's call it the honey boo boo.
Honey boo boo.
The honey boo boo drink.
Tastes like a honey boo boo.
Well, welcome to Fit Ass episode 5, season motherfucking 2.
Whoa.
Motherfucking 2. And this episode, we're gonna now that we know that dumbass Murder Squid is leaving South Korea.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ride his ass until he changes his mind. So what's gonna happen today is a special episode.
So special.
And when I mean special, I mean with a capital S.
Finally gonna kiss.
And K. No, wait, what?
KISS.
I was gonna say South Kiss. No. This is the special South Korean episode.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
I was gonna say
not kissing. We're not kissing.
No.
Okay.
You can kiss my dog, but you can't kiss me.
Your dog won't kiss me. She hates me.
Yeah. I kind of want to see what's gonna happen. Anyways, but this is a special one. This is gonna be a very special one. It's not about our own news or shit we're gonna blow our minds, but this is a little bit more different. Maybe we know our stories. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do.
Mm-hmm.
But this one we're gonna talk about is to tell the listeners our experience in South Korea.
Yeah.
I've been here 4 years, going on my 5th year, and you are
6.
Damn, 6. Yeah. Damn,
I've been at Uchon. Damn fuck. I've been at Uchon 5.
You've been at your school for 5 years.
And then I've been I went here a year prior to that as well. And then went home.
So you've been here for a long time.
6 years. Weird.
Now think about those 6 years. Think about those. Just think about 6 years in your head, and you're holding it in your hand, right? Just think about that for a second.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, that's how it's gonna get weirder.
Oh,
now
no.
think about if you held those 6 years.
What if I cry like a little wiener?
If you had no, never mind, because you have a wife and stuff, so I can't really make you take that back. I was gonna say if you hold on to the 6 years, If you stay back home,
taking my wife away, yeah.
Yeah, if you stay back home for the 6 years, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
What would I be doing right now if I took those 6 years back? I'd probably be in Japan.
Japan. You'll be a billionaire in Japan.
Well, I just mean like I probably would have been in Asia somewhere either way.
Oh, really?
If I hadn't have been to Korea, yeah. My first choice was Japan.
Yeah.
But
did you ever go to Japan?
Never.
Oh, do it.
But the paperwork was too goddamn big, so I was just like, fuck it. I'll go to China. And then I looked at China and I was like, man, these jobs suck. So I said, all right, I'll go to whatever's left. And then I thought, okay, I'll try Korea. Korea gave me a job like instantly, so I came here. And I've been here for 6 years.
So you've been here for 6 years. You haven't visited Japan.
No,
You
which
gotta
is
go.
which is the original reason why I came to.
That's what I mean. You should go for a weekend.
Yeah,
You should just go.
yeah, babes, I should totally go.
I meant for sightseeing, but yes,
Oh.
you could do that.
What about Soapland?
What the fuck is that?
It's where the Japanese girls get naked and cover themselves in soap suds and like slide on top of you like a slip and slide.
Is that an actual place?
Yeah, Soapland. It's where the Korean minister of tourism. He just went to Japan and
the
went to.
immigrant, the
Yeah, he's the
non-Korean-
German. He's the
yeah,
German guy. He's the
guy.
first foreign national to become a Korean, and he was the minister of tourism here. And he went to Soapland on the taxpayers' dollar.
Fucking idiot.
That's awesome. Isham.
Well,
I
I
think
know
his
where I'm
name's-
gonna go in my next spot in Japan.
Right?
Anyways,
Soapland.
you should go to
Yeah.
Japan, not that place, because then your wife would stab you.
Maybe
10
we can go
times.
together.
Before you go,
No, me and my wife can go to Soapland.
would your wife like Soapland?
Maybe if we just rent the room and then she can slip and slide all over me, just to fulfill
Oh,
that.
can you do that?
Well, you can turn anything into a slip and slide with enough soap and nakedness.
That is true.
You can turn a hallway into a slip and slide. I've seen that in college.
I'm just seeing all the. All right, whatever. Anyways, you should go to Japan before you leave Korea. That's the main goal.
Yeah.
But today we're
Time.
gonna say two
Yeah.
short stories. One, your most favorite memory in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Non-sexual. This is a non-sexual. story.
Non-sexual
This is a
podcast?
non-sexual podcast.
It'll probably be our lowest rated.
I got some good ones. That's non-sexual, which is pretty amazing.
All right.
All right, non-sexual good and non-sexual bad.
Okay.
So
All right.
think about it.
I'll think.
Maybe next episode we'll do the sexual.
Worst.
Let's separate the two. Let's separate the two just to make things a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Let's say you like that.
Yeah. I know. I'm not doing the second one.
All right then. So that's why if you want to pick
Yeah.
that
All
one.
right. Non-sexual.
So, non-sexual. Sorry guys, if you want to hear the sexual stuff, I'll tell you all my sexual preferences and stuff, but not in this episode.
That can be a colored solo Red Shoe Diaries.
Yes, Lolita version. But
Oh. You know what
wait,
Lolita
no,
means?
No, yeah, I do. That's I take that back. Anyways, we'll come back.
School teacher
No.
dropping Lolita balls.
No, don't tell my occupation online. Anyways, we'll come back and we'll tell you two good stories. Oh, wait. Before we leave, we got to spin the bottle.
Oh yeah. This is
So
gonna
our
go first.
sponsors. Our sponsors today is Nabachem.
Nabachem.
Nabachem, the Korean chemicals and aerosol company.
Nice.
They make my dust blower, and hopefully, if you want to sponsor me, not with your dust blowers, but with your chemicals,
No,
'cause maybe I can get high off.
Yeah, they can sponsor us with their dust blowers, and we can do whippets all day.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna spin this and see what happens. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2.
What the shit, man? That's definitely you.
Okay, so that's me. All right, so I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna let you go first.
Why?
I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna be nice.
You trapping me?
No, not at all. I'm just being nice.
Okay.
Completely being nice. I swear. There's no catch. There's no catch at all. I swear.
They can't see your face when
No,
you're saying
I'm
that.
just.
You
I'm
look
just.
fucking
this is-
sneaky.
this
it
is
could be
my-
the goatee.
This is. Well, I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks, but again,
Yeah.
just be nice.
Okay.
You go first. You know, Obama would like me to give you the opportunity for you to go first. And
Thanks,
then,
Obama.
Since you gave me the opportunity last time to go first.
I didn't. I lost.
You did?
I would have taken that chance.
Okay. Well, Obama taught me wrong then.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm from the
Ain't no
the
communist.
misleading methods that Obama taught me.
Right.
You can still go first.
Okay. Thanks.
So we'll come back and you gotta tell me you want to go first with a good story or a bad story.
I don't know. Oh wait, they're separate. We're gonna go good, good, bad, bad.
Or we're
type
gonna
thing?
do one good. You do one good. I'll do one good, and then
I
we'll
see.
come back and then one.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay.
You ready?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
All right, we'll come back and let's see what happens.
Get
Oh, it's not quite as acidic now.
Yeah.
Honey Boo Boo, right? I forgot it's called the Honey Boo Boo already.
Welcome back.
Woo! Alright, well, yeah, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 5 of Fit Ass South Korea Special Annyeonghi Kaseo Murder Squid.
Yeah. It's your turn. It's your turn. Tell me
Right.
your best moment that you can never really have back in Canada because it's Korea, pollution, a lot of Asian women that don't shave.
I love it.
Good stuff.
I love that. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to talk about my one specific day, which is the day I got married. Otherwise, I'd be probably in the doghouse for a while. But outside of being in the doghouse, it's actually my favorite day. What?
Explain.
What do you mean explain? It's the day I got married to the love of my life, the most beautiful woman in the world, and I would take a bullet to the leg, but not in a fatal area for her.
This is bullshit. Tell me another one.
Why?
All right, what's your second
No,
best?
I don't know. I mean, I got stories that go along with it.
Okay, all right. Oh wait, from the day of you get married?
Well, I'm not going to go into that detail. He said non-sexual.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, okay, never mind. So explain.
Well, I mean, first of all, I was getting married to a Korean lady, so we did the entire old style marriage thing. I mean, you were there. We got married outside in a, I don't want to call it a temple. Are you trying to fucking choose love?
It was a fucking park.
It was a park, but it was also like inside a temple thing. I don't know what it was.
It was a fucking park.
Temple sounds religious, but there's no religion involved. There's just some old dude with a hat on and some white robes and some drums.
That was a fucking park that...
Outside was a park. Inside was a beautiful place. A place of
It was very
beautiful
lovely.
matrimony.
I'm not gonna deny it.
Beautiful sunny day.
It was beautiful. Yeah, you're right. It was a beautiful sunny day.
Yeah. And for the first time in my life, I got my makeup done,
You did look pretty then.
which I'd never had. I got some foundation. They did my hair. I was so beautiful for the first time in my life. But once it was all said and done, after we went to that bar and partied
Yeah.
in the after party,
Yeah.
when everyone took turns beating the fuck out of my feet,
Oh, that was good.
that was like,
No,
because
wait,
in Korean
wait.
culture,
Yeah,
in
you
Korean
gotta
culture,
explain.
in Korean culture, traditionally, the man gets his feet whacked by every member of the community, I guess, or whoever attends the wedding that wants to smash the bottom of his feet with whatever they can hit him with to prepare him for the pains of marriages. Or some people, because I've got two interpretations from it from both, or from different Korean people. One is you get smacked on the bottom of your feet to deal with the pains of marriages, or you get smacked on the bottom of your feet so that when you have sex that night I went sexual, to christen the marriage or whatever, consummate, there we go,
Wow.
to consummate the marriage, that you last longer because your feet are in pain and you're not thinking about, I don't know, prematurely ejaculating.
That's not technical. I mean, that's something that could have happened, but
Yeah.
you don't have babies right now.
Right. So that was, I was not comfortable because there was like 45 people at the after party.
You were extremely comfortable.
Well, I was extremely comfortable because I was extremely drunk, but there was 45 people at the after party, and my wife went ahead and brought her own bamboo stick that was aerodynamically developed to smack the bottom of my feet. It hurt like hell. So I felt like I deserved, at least a fight in this situation. So I, rock, scissor, papered everybody that was willing to smack me on the bottom of my feet. And I lost almost every fucking time.
And I let the record show I was there and I got to smack your feet.
Yeah. The very first person who did it, my friend Mark, broke the stick with his first swing because he swung so goddamn hard. And the people, like my parents who flew all the way to Korea for my wedding, and I expected them to be like, this is a weird tradition. My dad was fucking giddy. He was so excited to watch me get my feet smacked.
Well,
he was like lining people up who weren't even relatives or friends. He was just getting strangers off the street.
I kind of blame you for that.
What? Why?
Because you told me a couple days before, like, hey man, my dad likes vodka. can you bring some vodka for the after party? I'm
Can
like,
you
sure.
feed him vodka?
And so I was sitting next to the vodka bottle. I was like,
That was killer.
I was a bartender.
You brought like 4 bottles.
Yeah, but it was worth it because like everybody came up to me and everybody's awesome. And they were like talking to me and I poured them a drink. I didn't get any tips, but it's all good because all conversations was a good tip. Especially from your dad and your mom. Actually, they were pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They're really
good drinkers.
They're good drinkers. They're really good, like talking and
they can put it back.
Yeah, and when it came to that situation, I just saw everybody's face in your family. I'm like, they weren't even surprised or even shocked. They're like, yeah, hit him
again. Which makes me wonder, maybe, I don't know, they seem to love me, but they also seem to love the pain inflicted on me.
Well, I mean, honestly, if there was no alcohol involved, it probably would have been a lot different.
Dad would have still loved it.
Yeah, the dad is dad. Dad would always want.
Dad loves that shit.
Yeah, that was okay. Fair enough.
I mean,
that was a good night.
My beautiful traditional Korean wedding and my after party with pained feet would have to be. I mean, that would be my best memory. I got married here, man. 6 years in Korea.
Did you really think you were ever gonna get married in Korea?
I honestly, before I came to Korea, I didn't plan on getting married at all. It seemed like a stupid idea. Because I was like a philosophy major with stupid ideas about everything, establishments and all that ridiculous stuff. And now I'm married.
You're married to a lovely lady.
Oh yeah, she's great.
I definitely have to admit that.
I'm terrified of her. She weighs about 90 pounds and I'm scared shitless of her, but
yeah,
I also love her.
The fear kind of outweighs the love, or
no, yeah, the love outweighs the fear.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man.
I am, but not just because of the fear, but just because I figured before when I first knew you, you told me you were taken, and I didn't think of you as a married kind of guy, and then you told me, yeah, I'm gonna marry this girl. I'm like, say what? And I think I met her once before you actually. I met her once. Yeah, maybe. And I met her once, and she's when she's out, she's very outgoing girl. She's very there, very down to earth, very just like.
Once you get her out,
she's there. I mean, that it takes a while for somebody just to come out, even with my lady too. Anyways, but she was out. She was like, "All right, this is pretty cool." And then I think you told me once, you're like, "I'm gonna get my dad to give me a ring." I'm like, "Oh my."
Yeah, I got that stuff set up.
And it was pretty good. I was happy for you. And then after I heard you were getting married, then I figured 90% of my friends now in Korea are all fucking married as well.
Is that true?
Yeah. Everybody else is fucking married.
Man, they Korean ladies, they sick their fangs into you. They lock you down. I mean, to be fair, I mean, she's not going to do any better than all this.
You don't know that, but you're definitely correct.
Yeah.
You're definitely correct because there's
pop a button off.
There's some weird ass Korean guys. Oh my god.
There's some weird ass everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's mine.
All right.
That's mine.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame, but at the same time, the more you were talking about it, the more I remember that day, and that day was
good.
Amazing.
It was a festival, a cultural experience for everybody. Even the Korean people who were there were like, "I've never been to a Korean wedding." They all go to the wedding halls here, like the revolving door weddings. Where you go in 3 hours in, and then you're out.
Yeah.
So,
okay, that was a good one.
What do you got colored?
All right.
Colored.
So mine. It was my first year in Korea. No, sorry, my first year living in Seoul.
Okay.
And I was meeting a friend.
Yeah.
I can't say her name right now.
Yeah.
But I was meeting her, and she met some random girls.
Yeah.
And they were super giddy. They were drinking like crazy, and that night
locals.
There were locals in that area in Hongdae. And I met them. I met my friend at the same time, and we were all talking and drinking. And I looked at the clock. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, shit, I want to go home. I just didn't want to go out that night. I just came for her because she wanted me to hang out with her, and we were talking so much. We were having such a good time that it lasted that long for me to realize it was that late.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, and so I was like, all right, I'll stay for a couple of minutes.
I got here at 2 and it's already 7. I don't know where the hell the time went.
yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna have one more drink and then leave. And it turned out to be 5:30 in the morning
On Saturday?
on a Friday.
Friday? Oh, yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we're gonna go on a trip, blah blah blah. You should come with us. And they were talking to my friend first, and she was like, no, I can't, blah blah blah. And like, I have to go. And she's like, okay. They were like, okay, we'll be back because they're smokers, so they went out to smoke. And then my friend's like, you should go with them. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? You should go with them on their trip. They want to go with you. They want a foreigner man to go with you on their trip. I'm like, what kind of trip? What are you talking about?
Man, this is like the best setup for some sort of sexual story.
Exactly.
But you prefaced the story with a non-sexual disclaimer. So like, put your dicks away, everyone listening.
The more I make it that way, the more people listen. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But so she was telling me like, you should go with them. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I should go. And I think at that time I probably broke up. I was like in a weird place in my life. And they came back from smoking and they were like, oh, okay, if you can't go, what about you? Can you come? Like, I don't know. And I was like, I really wanted to go. And mind you,
The next day?
no, that same night, they were just smoking. Like a couple of minutes later, they came back from smoking outside and they came in.
They were leaving that night?
Yeah, they're like, we're leaving like in 2 hours. Come with us. We're gonna go rent a car. It's like 10 of us. There's 10 people coming with us. Come with us. We're gonna go on a trip, and we're gonna go. And I was like, I don't want to go. I don't know who you are. Like I was thinking in my head, like I don't know who you are. I don't really have that much money.
How attractive were they?
They were not that attractive, but they were great girls. They were good women to talk to. They were just females, just people to talk to. It was
Females.
great. Yeah, females.
I've heard of them.
And no, they were attractive. I would have if I think I was taken at the time. I don't remember. This was like 3-4 years ago, and they kind of convinced me like, come, don't worry about it. We're gonna pay for everything. And when they said that, I'm like, all right,
All right. I'll do it.
So I agreed, and so my friend left, and there was the 2 girls, and we took a cab to one of the girls' house because she had to pack up, and then we went to my house to the Icky building, and I packed up my stuff, and we went to Gangnam. I don't know if anybody knows in Seoul anything about the Seoul, but Gangnam is one of the most expensive cities to live in the world.
That's where I live.
That's where you live, and you're stupid to live there, But it's anyways. So we went there. I was like, "Why are we here?" Because I thought we were gonna take the KTX, because they told us we were gonna take the KTX to a car. But we rented a car from Gangnam. We got a van that fit 12 people, and 12 people came, all Koreans except one guy who was a foreigner. I didn't know who he was. He was just a white guy and blue eyes.
Okay.
And so it was what?
What did he smell like?
It was 10 Korean guys. It was 10 Koreans. Like it was like 4 Korean girls and like 6 Korean dudes and 2 other guys, 2 foreigners, and it was all the 2 of us. And we all got in the car. And we just got on.
Who was driving?
Some dude. I don't know who he was. I just met him that day, that early morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Anyways,
Drunk,
and I'm drunk as fuck, but I'm like everybody's still awake, like still trying to be awake, and they're like singing their Korean pop songs, and I'm like, I need to sleep because I need to be awake. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know if they're gonna take me to the harbor, take my kidneys. I don't know what's going on. Mind you, they have 2 foreigners that they just met.
Yeah.
Like they literally met that guy.
Did you talk to the guy too?
I tried to, but I was too sleepy. So I asked them like, hey, how do you know these people? He's like, oh, we just met tonight, and they told me to come as well. I'm like, fuck, like it was just it was a coincidence that
That's weird.
Exactly. It was super weird. I was thinking, they're gonna take my
I probably
organs.
wouldn't have done that.
But I took a nap and I woke up and we were like in the middle of Korea. We stayed at a cabin. We were just drinking all night. It was an amazing time. They paid for food. They paid for the places that we hung out. They paid for everything.
They're probably members of the youth tourism group, and it's their job to show the rest of Korea to foreigners.
Because there was only
They just
2
get them
people
wasted.
who spoke somewhat English, and everybody else was just like pointing at things to make we both could understand what we were talking about. And maybe it was that, but it was
I was
like
joking.
the other girls were pretty attractive, but like I was just like the time that I woke up, they just showed me a good time. We were just having fun. We were talking, we were drinking, barbecuing. We played music. We all danced like idiots, and we fell asleep. and then we woke up, and then we did the same thing. We went to somewhere else, like Saturday afternoon. We went somewhere else, and we did the same thing again. And then Sunday we were exhausted, and I don't know how that guy. Apparently, he's the only person that can drive, so he drove everywhere.
Sober?
No, he was hungover as fuck. So we had to stop like 4 or 5 different cafes in the way from. No, like he just needed to like calm down. I guess he wanted to puke. But I never had a moment in my life where strangers came up to me, not about sex, not to take advantage of me, but just pointed at me and said, "Let's go
have fun,
have an adventure."
That's one of those situations where I would love to say yes, but I would say no, probably because I'm scared of someone trying to steal my shit.
That's what I mean. And I didn't bring any. I only brought one card. I didn't even bring my ID in my wallet. I didn't bring anything. Like I just bought I bought a shirt, underwear, and socks in my bag. That's it, and a toothbrush. And
what time of year was this?
This was, I think it was like fall, almost spring, fall.
All right, so you weren't like swimming or anything like that?
No. Mm. But it was a great time, and I don't think I would ever do this in the States. You can never go to a bar at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
No one would offer to do that. That's what I mean.
And especially pay for all that. Like, they must have spent, the Korean people, they must have spent $400 each. Mind you, this white, blue eyes guy.
White, blue eyes dragon?
Yes. He was actually Mexican.
What?
Yeah.
Like Louis C.K.?
Yeah.
Type of thing?
No. He was born and raised in Mexico.
To Mormons?
No. There are actually, in Mexico City, they actually have light-skinned Mexicans. It's not the indigenous Mexicans that you see everywhere like me. Uh-huh. It's light-skinned Mexicans, and they have
with
colored eyes. Yeah. If you watch Mexican soap operas, you see those women and men that are that light-skinned. Yeah, it's not like your pale ass.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Clearly not. They're not Aryans.
No. They're a little bit darker, but you can tell that they're a lot whiter than I am.
Yeah. Clearly. I hope so.
Yeah. Dark as my fucking tattoos. But yeah, that was an experience that I can never.
I often tell people, they ask me, what's Korea like? And I say, Korea is one of the only places where a man over 18 can get a meal paid for him, or where someone will buy you a meal like almost once a week.
Yeah.
Like you get, think about how hard it is to get a free meal back home. Like, did you ever get one when you were all in college or anything? You always had to pay for them. You pay for the dinners, you pay for dates, you pay for like stuff like that. Like maybe your family would take you out once in a while, like if they came to visit you at college.
The only time that I got anything for free was like wine tasting that I found online. I'm like,
all right, that doesn't count. I mean, someone offered you shit. Like here, like
New York City. So
here, like your company gives you dinner. Like your older friends buy you dinner. It's just like there's so many free meals. I mean, you end up drinking your face off and paying for it the next day in hangovers. But like, you'll never get a free meal like you'll get here.
And that's what made us stay this long. In Korea, the culture from a foreigner male, they will make you feel like a king. Honestly. Yeah. Norbonging, singing rooms.
Kind of makes me want to go to Norbong right now.
We'll talk about that later. Anyways, so those are the goods.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
The goods.
And I got a pretty bad one.
I don't know. I got to think about mine.
You know what? I'll go first. Maybe that'll spark up some things. Yeah. But we'll come back and we'll talk about the bad. Now, when we say bad, we're not saying that made us hate Korea. From my experience, it's just a bad experience.
Right. One particular bad experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that made me think like, oh, I hate Korea because of this. No, it could happen anywhere in the world.
Right.
But in this time, in Korea, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
So when we come back, I'll explain, and hopefully, Murder Squid, you better have something because I'm going to punch you in the nuts.
Oh, man. That's a
Oh, no,
that's
sorry. I promise not to threaten you or be angry.
Well, mission failed because you just did that.
Well, I mean, I can just delete this all the way. But, I love my threats. I can threaten you with anything.
And then just delete it?
No one can tell what's going on.
I've noticed that. Some of the shit you edit out is questionable. Alright. Probably get edited out anyways. Doesn't matter. Alright.
And we'll come back.
After laughter comes tears.
Bernie good.
And it's pretty good. Welcome back. This is the special... oh, man, my lips. Sorry. Welcome back. This is the special...
South Korean
episode.
Yeah.
Where we talk about the good and the bad that we experienced in South Korea. We've been here for more than 5 years, and it's kind of sad, but at the same time, we had some really good memories. But we want to tell you the best, which we did already.
Yeah.
I told you my best experience, which is pretty awesome. When with a lot of Koreans, and I should have had sex, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But then...
It was like orgy material.
Definitely. And I went with... And then we heard from you...
I got married.
You got married. It sounded sappy in the beginning, but at the end, I think overall, thinking about the experience of that day, it was an awesome day. It was an amazing day.
It was a good day.
But now we're going to talk about the bad.
Okay.
And do you remember yours?
Yeah.
Okay, this is mine. So I'm going to go first.
Hit me with it. Yeah.
Now, in my situation, I'm going to say a disclaimer.
Okay.
It's not going to say anything that I hate Korea or Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it could have happened anywhere in the world.
But you're here with me.
But it happened in Korea.
Right.
That never happened to me back home. So
right.
It should have, but it never did.
Okay.
So, I was at a bar.
Uh-huh.
I was at a bar far away from Seoul, near Bupyeong. I don't know if you guys know where Bupyeong is.
I have no idea where that is.
It's an hour away, closer to China. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
It's close to
North Korea?
It's close to the west coast of Korea.
Okay.
Anyways, I have a lot of friends there to this day, and I like to meet up with them because it's a different place of Korea, and it's still fun. So I was having fun with my friends, drinking, having a good time. My friend was giving me whiskey, which is not a good idea.
Yep.
And there was loud, something loud happening at the bar, but it was unusual loud. It was like people arguing. So I look to the side and I see a 5-foot Korean girl be ghetto and put her finger at a taller foreigner girl to tell her to stop doing what she's doing. Now, there's two girls here. Korean girl, 5 foot, and a foreigner that's like about my height, like 5'10".
Yeah.
Blonde hair, not that cute, but just very skinny girl. So anyways, the foreigner girl, I'm going to call her Blondie because she's blonde.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to call the other girl Short Girl.
Okay. Blondie and Short Girl.
Yeah, so Blondie had this nonchalant attitude, like, whatever, you're not going to do anything to me, you're short.
Yeah.
And the short girl, she was like yelling at her and blah, blah. And so for some reason, my drunk body told me to try to diffuse the situation.
Oh. Yeah.
And so I told Blondie, like, hey, let's just step away. She's like, no, I didn't do anything. I'm just here with my friends, blah, blah. And she's like, she was telling me like she didn't do anything wrong and like she could be here, it's her right, blah blah. And I'm like, this is not America for you to say that shit. Just be cautious and just leave. It's no point. This girl's drunk.
Yeah.
And so the Korean girl, she spoke English, like not like fluently, but she
could get herself.
She can express herself in an angry tone.
Yeah.
And so I diffused the situation. I was like, calm down, Blondie. It's not that serious. It's like, all right, I'll calm down. And the Korean girl kind of calmed down because her friends were there. So I'm like, all right, you being good? You don't need me. She's like, yeah, I'm good. So I go back to my friends. I turn back just to make sure everything's okay. And Blondie decides to spit on Shorty's face. Like, straight up spit. Just like, fuck you. Spit. And I'm like,
With no
idea, because they were about a few feet away, and I couldn't hear because of the music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I just saw the action. I'm like, God damn it! And so they're like, the little girl wanted to fight, but like she was Blondie was too tall. She just like pushed her away, like
10 inches.
I'm
is
not
a
gonna
big
hit
difference.
you. I'm just push you away, and then she
I'm gonna spit in your face.
Yeah, but she hits a couple of like low jabs, and I pushed Blondie. I'm like, what are you doing? You fucked up. Go sit down. And then I started addressing my attention to Shorty, and I was telling her, like, hey, this girl's drunk. Just leave her alone.
And you didn't know either.
And I didn't know any of these girls.
You're an idiot,
right? And I'm freaking out because then I'm feeling like I'm involved now.
You are.
I'm definitely involved.
You're drama queen.
And I'm drunk at the same time. And I told Shorty, I was like, hey, just sit down. I'll buy you a drink. I'm gonna go get you a drink. And so as I turn around and I'm going to the bar, another foreigner guy goes to Blondie and starts talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he's talking to her. And I go to the bar and I'm buying 2 beers, one for me, one for her. And I turn around, out of nowhere, this big Korean dude, this big fat Korean dude, bald guy, just looked like a bouncer, like a back home bouncers. Now in Korea, the bouncer here looked like a model, like those perfume wearing, lotion advertising guys.
I don't know
like,
if those would count as bouncers, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
but they're the bouncers back home. They're big, they're tough. They're supposed to look intimidating. In Korea, they're just tall and look handsome.
Right.
But this guy, I don't know if he was a bouncer, I don't know if he was a friend, but he looked like an actual bouncer. He was big, he was round, he was bald, he was hairy too.
Yeah.
And I was turning around and I was going towards the shorty, and this happened in 5 seconds. The guy came up, he started strolling to next to Blondie. He looked at her friend, the guy, and the Korean guy just pulled it from his head and started hitting him in the head. Hard, just like punching him. Just like with nothing. Just like he just started punching him.
Blondie's friend,
the guy. He was just like punch. And then it was like 5 different guys. I didn't try to help at all. 5 different guys. So I pushed him away and like no one did. He was just like hitting him in the face like hard. And I was thinking to myself, if I stayed with Blondie, try to calm her down in this situation, that could have been my fucking
Did
fate.
dude know her?
No idea. Because when that happened and I saw the guy laying down on the floor with his fucking face all bloody and passed out, my friends were like, we gotta go. And I drank my beer. I'm like, okay. I dropped my beer and I left. The worst experience I ever had in my life where I could have been beaten
You could have got your ass
for
pounded.
no reason. For me trying to help 2 women that were just...
That was really dumb by you, though.
Yeah, it was. That's what I mean. My worst experience ever, what I would never do again, where the next time I do something like that, I would have more people to back me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what the situation was, but Blondie spitting in the lady's face, that's like almost never justified. She could have called you like a raging hormonal slut with a gaping vagina, and that doesn't justify spitting in the face. Like, she deserved to get hurt.
And she did.
Or not hurt, but, you know.
And that's the thing, though.
I don't like her.
I don't like her at all. Like, I was on her side because
I can't believe you got involved in that shit. You're
I don't know.
Dumb.
I am super dumb.
That's your own fault.
That is my fault. And it's my luck as well that this...
the other guy got his ass beat.
Exactly. I was just... Something in my body told me to be nice.
And you had zero context, too.
No, I had no idea.
You're so dumb.
And now, to this day, I know to never, ever...
You learned your lesson when that kid got his ass beat.
Exactly. I learned my lesson when another stranger that I never knew in my life got his ass whooped by a fucking Korean lookalike.
The Korean blob.
Wow. He was super big. He looked like, oh my God. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm never, unless I have backup, I'm never going to do that again.
You just never get involved in other people's shit.
I understood, but I felt like Korea was such a friendly place, like, that I'm like, all right, if people like, because I've seen this before in Korea, where people start arguing and then someone comes in the middle and diffuses the situation, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my worst experience ever, because
that's a pretty good worst experience. Someone else got their ass kicked.
But it's a good one for me to realize to never really...
You learned a lesson.
A big lesson to never fuck with other people's problems.
Right.
Especially when it's 2 women involved, where one of them might have a big Yokozuna as a friend and beat the shit out of you.
Right.
So what's yours?
That's terrifying.
It is fucking terrifying.
Mine, I honestly can't remember if I brought it up on the cast before, on Fit-Ass before.
Okay.
But my first year teaching here, I was teaching Hagwon, like an after-school program for elementary school, or kindergarten children. And the 5-year-olds, which are 4 in Western age. So I was teaching this little girl, or this whole class, and this one little girl was particularly close to me. Like, anytime she'd see me, she'd run up and give me hugs, and I'd, pick her up, throw her around, be happy. Her name was Rosie. No.
Sim.
Kathy.
Oh.
Kathy. Her name was Kathy.
Not Sim.
Not Sim. What is Sim?
I don't know. It just came out of my head.
Fucked up, man. So Kathy, this little girl was she really liked me as a teacher, and I really liked her because it was my first teaching job, and it was so much fun to be teaching these little tiny tiny jokes of people that just couldn't communicate in any way, but were just so happy to see you. But about maybe 5 months into my job, I got called into the principal's office, the director's office, and she told me, like, oh, we have to talk after school. And I said, okay, that's fine. That's weird. I feel like I'm doing a good job, so I'm not going to get fired, right? She's like, well, we just, we have to talk. I was like, oh, damn it. Yeah, that's
no reassurance.
Yeah, please reassure me. And so she calls me into the office. She's like, I don't know how else to say this, but I just have to say it. One of your students has seen your penis. It's just like
Murder Squid, what did you do?
My first reaction, which is my first reaction in almost any awkward situation, was to go, what? Like, just to laugh in her face, like, because it made no sense to me. The concept of that was so outrageous that I just burst into laughter.
In front of your own...
In front of the principal who was accusing me of, like, child diddling. I was just like...
Oh, that sounds so...
Yeah, it's messed up. But so this happened, and I was like, what does that mean? Like, no, I didn't. Why would I spend my whole life and career in Canada just to come here and show one little girl my dick? Like, it makes no sense. Why would I do that? But she told me that her and her dad were at the, and this is like a 3-year-old, right? This is like a tiny child. Her and her dad were at the like family showers. Yeah, the bathhouses, the jimjilbangs together, which is a normal thing to do here. Like you don't take your kid around a bunch of naked strangers, but like there are family-based like communal showers for families.
Which is weird as fuck.
It's still weird.
It's understandable.
It's like a sauna type of thing. Japan does it as well. Korea does it.
A lot of Asian countries do that.
Yeah. Which I'm all right with now. I'm fine with it.
That's for me.
But at that time, she was in the jimjilbang with her dad, so they're both naked, like taking a bath. Not a bath. That sounds weird, but they're in these large shower rooms. Like, anyways, it's hard to explain. I wasn't there. I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, the little girl told her dad that Mr. Murder Squid's penis was bigger than Daddy's.
Oh.
And I can't imagine, as a father who pays an exorbitant, a strange amount of money to send his child to an English-speaking hagwon or academy to get trained by a foreigner, that suddenly this foreigner has showed your child his penis. Like, if I was a dad, like, I can't imagine. More power to him for not just coming and beating the shit out of me on the spot.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have, without thinking. Honestly. Like, if I'm thinking about my daughter right now, like my 3-year-old daughter is like, yeah, Mr. Jimmy Jong shows me his Slim Slong all the time. I'd be like, all right, well, Daddy's putting on his murder gloves and he's going to go to Happy Murder Town now. Listen to your Frozen DVD while I'm away from the car. Like, I can't imagine how fucking psychopathic I would be if my daughter told me that his teacher or her teacher was showing his dong to her.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. What were you going to say?
Okay, you continue, because I need to ask you a question.
All right. So I instantly, like I said, I laughed right away in her face because I thought it was just so outrageous. And I told her to call the father, like, instantly, like, right away. Call the dad. Tell him I will watch every minute of CCTV with him, which is the recording system, which I had never heard of until I came here, but apparently it's universal.
Yeah, same.
Everything's recorded on the premises, like, except for, like, the bathroom stalls. But even the bathroom, like, you can see in, but not into the stalls or the urinals. And I was like, I'll show you. I will sit with the dad and watch, like, the last 5 months of CCTV footage to show you that I have never been alone with your daughter in, like, any situation at all, ever, where you could ever
even think that would happen. But it never ended up. He never ended up coming in or talking to me after that. But his daughter stayed enrolled in the program
for the whole year.
Yeah. But it was the scariest shit in my life. Like to be accused of being a, I don't know what would you even call that?
Molester?
But I didn't. It wasn't molesting because I didn't touch her.
A fucking pervert?
Just to be called a pervert in public by your boss and to have. I'm so glad that CCTV exists. Like the concept of being constantly videotaped is weird by itself. Yeah. But in this situation, for the first time ever, I was like, thank fucking God I was videotaped my entire time. Because it proves that I didn't do anything wrong.
So okay.
But she literally, I figured out what it was. She had just learned the word in Korean for dick, for penis.
Okay.
Like the child word. And was just using it. Like the same way, like gochu. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Which is the same word for hot pepper.
Right. It just doesn't make sense because I feel like that would be a dick that has some kind of STDs.
No, because they say the smaller, the spicier.
Is that what it is? Oh, shit.
They say it, yeah. It's how they make themselves feel better about it.
That would never make me feel better about my own
So, yeah. So this is...
Okay,
so she learned the word and just wanted to use it and was using it in every sentence possible, I guess. And by my terrible luck on that particular day, decided to compare the sizes of dad's penis to teacher's penis without even seeing it.
Wait, all right. So how did she get the idea that you had a bigger dick than her dad?
I think she was just saying sentences. She was just saying words. Like kids say weird shit all the time when they learn a new word.
So what did she
learn?
Like
I learned the word Robocop and I was talking about
So what did you learn? Like North Americans are taller than Koreans and then she put 2 and 2 together?
I didn't teach her anything. I didn't even teach her the word for dick. She just in
English. Bigger, anything big.
She was speaking Korean.
Oh.
It was all in Korean.
I see.
So she learned it in Korean because she was only 3. She's still learning her own native language.
Damn, that sucks.
So this is the most terrifying moment in my life because I thought to myself, worst case scenario, or like best case scenario, I don't have a job, but I have to leave the country.
Yeah.
Like worst case scenario, they file charges. I can't prove it. I go back to Canada as a goddamn Asian child molester.
And you're put on a website.
Yeah, like...
and like they put you on file on the website.
Man, like, and all that shit flashed before me in like 30 seconds, and I'm just staring at my boss, trying to figure out how to explain that I don't expose my dick to children. It was terrifying. But it really lets you know, it gets you ready for the real world.
When you learn, when a third...
Never be alone with a child that you can't prove that you didn't show your penis. Always prove you didn't show your penis.
Well, I know you didn't.
Yeah, fucking of course I didn't.
I'm just saying, I know you would never do that, but what I'm trying to say is, maybe you had an erection that day and she saw something.
No, I've never had an erection in a class with 3-year-olds.
I'm not saying that.
Or 4-year-olds. I've never had an erection in class.
I'm not saying that the students made you erect.
Thank you.
It just happened. You know, shit happens. You just have an erection and then she saw it.
No.
And she's like,
no.
Okay, like, what is this?
No, I would. I mean, we're talking totally theoretical here.
Yeah, it's all theoretical.
If I did have an erection in class, which I never do because I feel like I'm in pretty good control of those things. I just instantly think of grandma covered in mayonnaise, and it just kills any.
Thank you, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Old people having sex with mayonnaise, and it works. It works super fast.
Worked on me right now.
Yeah, you had an erection? God, that's a weird thing to get an erection over. But like theoretically, if that did ever happen, I'd just instantly sit down. This is all ridiculous theoretical conversation, and it doesn't make sense in this situation context because I didn't have a goddamn.
I know. I'm not saying that you were erected.
Erected.
You were erect.
Yeah.
By the students. I'm just saying.
No.
It happens.
That sentence, man, the context of that sentence sounds so wrong.
I know, I'm sorry. I just wanted you to... I thought you were going to spill the...
You know what, delete all this. I'm starting to do... No, I'm going with a new topic.
I see you sweating right now, so I'm not gonna
losing
fuck
it,
with you
man.
anyway. No, that's pretty messed up.
Oh, it was the worst. I'm getting stressed out just thinking about it.
Well, just think about you already thought about it, but for me, thinking about your principal who doesn't speak as much English as you do, and then try to address this.
Oh, you know what's even worse? I just remembered what was worse.
Oh no.
Her name, the principal's name was Kathy as well, which is the same name as the little girl.
Okay.
And the principal had numerous times before called me attractive. Like, had expressed that she found me to be an attractive male.
Uh-huh.
And so...
I got an idea.
And then, so she said, like, it's not unusual. She said this to me while we were sitting there, and I was trying to justify that this had never happened and would never happen in the history of the world. For me, I mean. She was like, it's not unusual for little girls to be sexually aroused, even at a young age. And I was just like, why are you saying this? That doesn't matter.
Like, in the same talk down that she made you, like, sit down.
Like, once I told her, like, that would never happen. Like, why would she even say this? This makes no sense. The principal told me, like, it's not that uncommon for a young girl to be sexually fascinated with a male. And I was just like, no, that's not what's happening. A 3-year-old is not. No, I mean, she was 50. Like, no.
Okay.
She was a healthy 50-year-old woman, but yeah, no. Short answer, no.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole situation was just super weird. I didn't know what to make of it. And then even when she told me that, I was again like dumbfounded. Just like, again, I laughed in her face. Like, what? I've never heard the science behind this, but I think she used the word tingle at one point.
How did she know the word tingle?
Her English. She had grown up in New Zealand or something like that.
Okay.
Anyways, but it was just, ugh, god damn it.
Do you want to drink to this?
Yeah. No. Well. I want to drink it away. I don't want to drink it.
Maybe we should have done the bad things first.
Nah, no, it was better to get that out of the way at the end.
Okay. Well,
because I just thought of it now.
Oh, fit-ass listeners, now you know about our good and bad.
Yeah.
And I guess...
And I'm leaving the country, so...
Yeah, you're leaving the country, so that bad taste could go away and hopefully never come back.
Let's not even call it a taste. I don't even... Oh. So wrong.
A bad memory?
So bad.
Bad feeling?
Ugh. I'm drinking.
Okay. Well, I'm glad Myrna Squid told me this story because I heard some of this, but I didn't hear the full story.
Oh.
And so you talking more about the situation makes me happy, but in a good way where it's a good conversation.
So.
Well, we'll come back.
Angry.
We have a good a fourth of what we're drinking left. So we'll come back and hopefully
my wife will not be happy.
Happy about how we feel.
Yeah, I'll hopefully feel better once this glass goes down.
Oh yes, I will definitely.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah,
I'm not waiting. No, I'm not waiting. So this has been possibly our final hometown episode of Fit Ass.
Yeah.
It might be. I mean, we don't know. I'm still here for another month.
We gotta crank out at least 2 more.
Crank them out.
We gotta do at least 2 more.
I correlate that term to masturbation. I gotta crank one out.
I say that to my lady sometimes.
Anyways, yeah. So
baby, I know you're sleepy, but I gotta crank one out. All right.
That was nasty. All right. Anyways, but yeah. So this could be one of our last local podcasts.
Meow.
Next time we're gonna be going international.
This is a good conversation.
Yeah.
Topic about South Korea experience, good and bad. You talked about 2 things that I kind of knew, but you brought it to the light where it made a better story. and a worse story at the same time.
Yeah, there is a lot of bad.
Yeah.
A lot of good.
A lot of good.
But
Definitely a lot of
man.
good. And hopefully your good lasts forever. So
I hope
cheers
so
on that
too.
one.
Hey, those are beautiful words.
Fuck you for leaving though.
Yeah, fuck me for leaving. I'm sure my wife will hate being a foreigner, so we'll just come back in like 6 months.
That'd be cool. But this is the end, and if you want to contact us, we'll put the little message we previously had, and have Merz could tell you again how to contact us.
Please contact us. Please tell us why we're wrong, why we're perverts, why we're dumb, why we're sexist, why we're racist. All these things. I want to hear them, man. Pedophiles, although I'm not, and I have the footage to prove it.
I don't have the footage.
I could get it. No, I couldn't. Damn it. All right, well, I'm not a pedophile. Regardless. Irregardless.
I don't think Merz is a pedophile, but I think he's a big-ass pervert. But I do...
Well, okay, yeah, no, you're not wrong.
But, well, you know what? This has been an amazing episode, and hopefully, when we come back, you want to go at the norm or kind of go crazy and just invite, like, 30 people and just have them and have a party.
Just have them talk. Everyone talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Just put it on a Korea party and let everyone talk.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun. We call it a orgy cast.
Oh. That's the orgy edition.
Fidas orgy. Fedoras. That sounds like fedora. All right. Anyways,
Yes.
it's been a goddamn pleasure.
It was.
I'll see you next week, probably.
Well, you'll probably see me in a couple of days.
Yeah, that's true too.
Cheers.